It's 6 p.m. right now on Apple Valley News Now. A community mourning the loss of a Moses Lake family, including a 6-month-old. How State Route 12 turned into a head-on collision scene on Christmas Eve. Then volunteers turn old Christmas trees into hope. The recycling drive that's giving back to families facing serious challenges. And as roadways continue to be emergency locations, the Benton County Fire District is deploying a new technology to protect drivers and first responders. Stacy?
And from the Kittitas Valley and Columbia Basin and beyond, been pretty quiet today. It's a little on the chilly side. We've got heavy mountain snow, lots to get to. News at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Great to have you along on this Friday. It's December the 26th. I am Austin Reed. Wendy Redman is off tonight. Our big story here at 6 o'clock, the Washington State Patrol has identified a second victim who died in a head-on crash on Highway 12 just outside of Touchy on Christmas. 34-year-old Gustavo Guzman Gomez and his passengers, 27-year-old Nichelle Bustamante and a 6-month-old boy, all died in the crash. WSP says the family is from Moses Lake. Investigators say the crash happened just after 5 p.m. about 4 miles outside of Touchy. Authorities say a 22-year-old driver from Benton City went off the road and hit Guzman and Gomez's car head-on.
They did observe tire tracks and some damage to a guardrail on the right side westbound lane of State Route 12, indicating that the vehicle may have struck that barrier before coming back into its lane and then ultimately into the oncoming lane.
The driver from Benton City was taken to the hospital. His condition is not yet known. At this time, WSP says they do not believe he was under the influence of alcohol or drugs, but the cause of the crash is still under investigation. A Yakima woman has been arrested after hitting a man with her car on Christmas Eve. The crash happened at the intersection of South 1st Street and South 6th around 6:30 p.m. The man died at the scene. The driver who hit him, a 50-year-old woman, was arrested on suspicion of DUI and taken to jail. She has not yet been formally charged due to the holiday. Benton County Fire Protection District Number 2 is boosting safety on the roads with HAWS Alerts safety cloud technology. The district's emergency vehicles now send digital alerts to nearby drivers, giving them 30 seconds to slow down and move over. This smart warning system, compatible with apps like Waze and Apple Maps, could help reduce crash risks by up to 90%. Officials say it will establish a safer environment for crews and surrounding motorists. All right, Stacy Lee joining us now. How was your Christmas?
Very, very nice. I got giant Scrabble. So I'm going to have to learn to get better.
Giant Scrabble.
Yeah, I might have to play that tonight.
That should be fun. Hey, it's also the first night of Kwanzaa.
That's right. And for our Canadian friends, happy Boxing Day.
Yeah, there you go.
So, all right, weather-wise, let's dive into it. Not too bad. Let's take a look outside, though. We're starting to see that snow that we've been talking about ramping up. You see it falling in Spokane towards Sandpoint, Idaho, to the north and the east. And then, of course, across our Cascade Mountains, where we have winter weather advisories. So it just started and it's going to keep rolling through the night. Here's your winter weather alerts, up to 3 inches possible up near Spokane, and that would be driving hazards for folks on I-90. So anyone traveling tonight, be aware of that. Gusty winds and 6 to 12 inches across the Blue Mountains. And then if you're heading to the west, 6 to 12 inches across our mountain passes of Washington. This was what it looked like earlier, right around lunchtime on Snoqualmie Pass. Travel was moving, but you definitely see the snow was falling pretty much all day. So right now, Snoqualmie Pass has traction tires required, chains on vehicles over 10,000 pounds. White Pass, same thing. Stevens Pass still closed. Cabbage Hill hasn't got it yet, but we're watching that for later tonight. 48 degrees, winds have picked up to about 16 miles an hour. Our feels like temp is 42 out there, and the temperatures will continue to drop down to the freezing level overnight. So we're keeping an eye on seeing some scattered showers moving through. Temperatures getting pretty chilly overnight. Some of us staying a little bit warmer in Hermiston, but your gusty winds will start to calm down in the morning Heavy mountain snow continues through midday tomorrow. Patchy fog, slick roads possible through the region, and then we'll see colder temps next week. I'll get to all the details coming up in your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin?
All right, Stacey, we'll see in just a bit. As the new year approaches, major law changes are set to take effect across both Oregon and Washington state. From paychecks and workplace protections to DUI laws and rent rules. Here's a look at some of the most impactful laws going into effect in 2026. Starting in the Evergreen State, workers will see expanded paid family and medical leave protections. Beginning January 1, employers with as few as 25 employees must guarantee job protection for workers returning from leave. Washington is also making a major change to DUI laws. The state is extending the look-back period for prior DUI convictions from 10 years to 15. That means older DUI cases can now count toward felony charges and sentencing. All nicotine products, including vapes, will be taxed at 95% of the selling price, significantly raising costs. There's also a new plastic bag fee, the new price, 12 cents, up from 8. And paychecks will look different too. Washington is set to have the highest state minimum wage in the country in 2026, with hourly pay rising above $17 an hour due to inflation adjustments. I hit the streets of downtown Kennewick to see what people had to say about some of the changes. What about minimum wage going up? What is your thought on that?
You know, I think that's good, and yet, you know, is it really enough? I mean, the reality is that once again they give us a little bit here, and then they give the chips here and chips there, and then we look at it, and then we figure, and it comes out like before. We're still not getting what we really need.
Yeah, that's mostly, I think, what we're making, so.
Yeah, definitely contributes to the economy rising.
Meanwhile, in the Beaver State, new workplace transparency rules go into effect. Employers will be required to provide clear pay statements for new hires, including detailed breakdowns of wages, deductions, and benefits. Oregon is also expanding unemployment benefits for workers who go on strike. Beginning in 2026, eligible workers could receive up to 10 weeks of unemployment pay during a labor strike. Renters will see changes as well. New housing laws in Oregon will place limits on rent increases in mobile home parks and marinas, aimed at providing more stability for tenants. So, a new year comes new laws. But for Raymond Tong, he has this message going into 2026.
We need to band those Americans and stand and say, look, here's where it's at. You know, we matter. Too. That's what matters. We matter too.
One more change in Oregon is House Bill 3522, which allows landlords to use the forcible entry and detainer process for evicting squatters. Most laws do take effect January 1. State officials encourage residents and businesses to review the changes now so there are no surprises when the new year arrives. Other news and in continuing coverage, the funeral service for fallen State Trooper Tara Marissa Gooding is set for tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. at the Life Center Central Campus in Tacoma. Washington State Patrol says the service will be open to the public, but it will have limited seating and will be geared towards the trooper's family, friends, and colleagues. WSP says they are working to get the event live streamed for anyone wishing to watch the service.
With those limitations, we've made arrangements with TVW that the event will be live streamed. And so at 1 o'clock, you can go to tvw.org and you'll be able to watch the entire event.
WSP says that Trooper Gooding's family has chosen to not hold a law enforcement procession as part of her memorial service. Turning to local living, if you are in the Yakima area and looking to bid farewell to your Christmas tree, Camp Prime Time's annual tree recycling event has you covered. All new at 6 now, Apple Valley News Now's Natalie Keller tells us more about the event and the cause it supports.
This is the sign people will see as they're driving past Pape Machinery this week. It'll lead drivers to Camp Prime Time's 36th annual tree recycling event. People can drive up, make a donation, and have their tree disposed of. Camp Operations Director Kevin Holmes says all funds will support Camp Primetime, which is designed for families with a member who lives with a serious illness or disability.
And that allows a comfortable setting for those families to experience a camping experience in a wilderness setting. And again, it's at no cost to them.
Volunteer coordinator Patty Betts says the event raises upward of $14,000 per year with the help of 50 to 60 volunteers.
Volunteering is something that it's just good for the soul, and it's good for the community. It's good to pay it forward. It's good to give back.
They may have only collected 4 trees so far, but Betts tells me that by the time this fundraiser ends, this pile is going to be taller than me and extend all the way along this fence right behind me. Holmes says he appreciates people chipping in for the camp's cause.
I'm terribly thankful, especially as one of the staff there at Camp Primetime. I mean, the impact that we're making up there isn't really something that we can quantify in terms of a monetary value and stuff.
From Yakima, Natalie Keller, Apple Valley News Now.
Natalie, thank you. The event will run until January 4th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Apple Valley News Now live at 6 is just getting started. Coming up next, why investors are flocking to gold as protection against economic uncertainty. And Stacy Lee is tracking your upcoming weekend First Alert weather forecast. We're on your side, and we're back after this.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house.
Hitting the slopes in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
Toyotathon is still on. Now's the perfect time to recharge with a new Toyota.
I'm taking a RAV4 hybrid hiking.
Sounds fun.
Oh.
We're going on a road trip in a Tacoma.
Wow. Nice.
We're taking our pack to see snow in a Sequoia.
Can we keep them?
I think I oversnapped.
Toyotathon is on. And right now, you can lease a tough new 2025 Tacoma for just $259 per month.
Toyotathon ends January 5th.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Merry Christmas to you and yours from Daikin, everyone at Bruce Heating and Air. We're proud to be in your community. We wish you a safe holiday and all the best in the new year.
Every point counts. The race to $1 million is on at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Earn entries into the $1 million Monte Carlo giveaway with free play drawings every Friday and Saturday starting at 6 p.m. Multiply your entries by 10 times every Monday. Then on January 3rd, we're drawing lucky finalists to play for $1 million at 4 p.m. Play now, win $1 million. Only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Before the guests arrive, it's all about the details. Making everything just right. Creating the perfect vibe. And setting the mood. Every detail matters. Then, take a moment to enjoy it all. Just you and your best friend. Enjoy our free white glove delivery service and interest-free financing with the More Furniture credit card. Visit a More Furniture store near you or shop now at morefurniture.com.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday at 5:30 a.m. Good News Today will resume its regularly scheduled time on Sunday, January 4th at 9 a.m.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house.
Hitting the slopes in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
Apple Valley News Now live at 6 continues with a consumer alert. You know, gold is having its best year since 1979. Gold's increase of 71% just this year has far outpaced the S&P 500, which has risen by 18%. Expectations for some Fed rate cuts in 2026 are supporting gold's rise. A weaker U.S. dollar is helping boost the price, too. It makes buying gold relatively more affordable for international investors. Gold is considered a resilient investment, with investors expecting the precious metal will retain its value in crisis if inflation surges or if currencies drop in value. More than 60 people across at least 22 states have gotten sick from salmonella, and the outbreak is linked to raw oysters, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Initial reporting did not include Washington or Oregon, but it has reached both the East and West Coast. And the CDC says at least 20 people have been hospitalized, but at last check, no deaths have been reported. No recall has been announced because officials say a common source of the oysters had not yet been identified. The Food and Drug Administration is also investigating. Experts say wrong food choices are made every day because of certain misconceptions. So if you are trying to reach health goals, it may be harder to find an answer to what should we do for dinner. Well, Mandy Gaither has 5 food myths to leave behind as we move into 2026.
From social media to well-meaning friends, food trends can spread like fire, and they're not always true.
As anyone who's tried any food trend, it's not a one-size-fits-all.
Registered dietitian Julia Zampano with Cleveland Clinic says the first common myth, to lose weight, you have to give up all your favorite foods.
Maybe you have it a little less often at a smaller portion, but I think all foods can fit into a plan.
Next, avoid grain products when trying to lose weight. That's false. Zampano says it's a matter of how much of those you're eating, what you're pairing them with, and how you prepare them.
It's most important just to choose whole grains and a very balanced diet.
Third, going gluten-free is healthier. Zampano says if you have gluten sensitivity, yes, avoid gluten. But she says that doesn't equal weight loss.
Gluten-free products are pretty much the same product like bread, but just made with a flour that doesn't have that protein in it.
Fourth, avoid all fats to lose weight. Again, false. Zampano says fat is essential to our bodies, but she says to limit the intake and focus on eating healthy fats. Finally, going vegetarian helps you lose weight and be healthier. That's a myth. While plant-based diets are healthy, simply avoiding meat doesn't necessarily equate to healthier outcomes.
You may not be meeting your protein needs, your calcium needs, or other nutrient needs. Make sure you get all your nutrient needs by the food choices you're making.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
One more myth is that dairy products are fattening and unhealthy. Experts say that's false because it's an important food group providing needed nutrients, but keep portions controlled.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And I hope you're having a great Boxing Day or happy Kwanzaa or just chilling out, hanging out after a nice Christmas. All right, Bi-Mart Skycam at Tannum Ridge is looking good outside. Nice and quiet out there. 41 degrees under clear skies in Yakima. Now the winds have started to pick up and our feels like temp is 32. So it is chilly out there. And that's this incoming system. We're already seeing impacts across the Cascade Mountains and moving up towards Spokane, the panhandle of Idaho. Idaho into Montana, seeing snow tonight. So here we go. We're going to see snow passing through the I-84 corridor and, of course, our Cascade Mountain passes. We could see up to a foot of snow there, White Pass and Snoqualmie Pass, and, well, close to a foot across our Blue Mountains as well. Ski Bluewood, Tollgate getting a pretty good amount of snow. Good news there. The mountains really need it. Things really start to calm down as we get into Saturday and Sunday. So travel days on Saturday and Sunday are looking good all through the area. Watch for the early morning and late night fog and freezing fog through the area, especially in our valleys like the Kittitas Valley. Excuse me, winter weather advisories in place for Snoqualmie Pass, White Pass tonight. We have traction tires required on both of those passes as the snow is starting to come down. Right now, no restrictions across I-84 into eastern, into the Pendleton area, out Cabbage Hill heading towards Idaho. However, a strong wind warning is in place. Now, things are looking much calmer but cooler when you're heading to Seattle in the next 3 days. Next 3 days for Portland, also looking pretty calm out there. Temperatures, daytime highs in the 30s, overnight lows in the 40s. Spokane is getting that snow and stuff tonight, but things will start to calm down Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, albeit chilly. And look at those teen temperatures overnight. Now, we're tracking some ice possible around the Yakima area overnight. We've had those wet roads. We've had some cold air moving across the area. So look for snowy roads across Ellensburg and ice from Yakima into Sela and some of those back roads, Menashtash Ridge. We're going to be dry, though, as the day progresses. So again, travel day for tomorrow, not bad. Temperatures have been warm for December, but we're finally going to start to see our temperatures slide down to about the average. I mean, we've been seeing record-breaking temperatures all month long in Yakima, and we've been very warm in Tri-Cities and Hermiston, but those temperatures are starting to slide down into, well, just below the average, it looks like, into our last week of December. Overnight lows tonight, chilly, 20s and 30s. We even see a few teens popping up in the mountains, but yeah, 20s and 30s, so going to be freezing out there. So a very slight chance of rain. Some of those breezy winds in the morning, they'll calm down in the afternoon. Temperature staying in the 30s. Look at that forecast, New Year's Day, 38, a little bit overcast there, slight chance of rain. Temperatures 40 degrees, and we're going to stay in the 30s for the next several days in Yakima with overnight lows in the lower 20s, so a cold one out there. Ellensburg, we're keeping an eye on you for fog and freezing fog, especially in the late night, early morning hours, so be aware of that if your travels take you through the Kittitas Valley with chilly temperatures overnight. Walla Walla, we're closely watching you tonight for the potential of seeing some rain mixed with snow, maybe a few flakes, not going to stick for very long, and then those temperatures remain in the 30s. We also like to watch Walla Walla and even Hermiston for the fog and freezing fog. So our valley areas, people close to sources of water, that's where all that moisture just hangs out. So it's a calmer pattern of weather. After the breezes pass by tomorrow, it'll be a little more stagnant. And that's the perfect conditions for fog, so be safe.
It's just interesting how the weather has really changed.
It has changed, so winter is coming.
It's coming, yeah, for sure. All right, thank you, Stacey. Coming up next, you won't find this Santa at the North Pole. Why families gathered on Christmas Eve at Waikiki Beach.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
So I'm sensing a bit of tension between you two.
Well, our heart attack was a wake-up call, but I still feel like we could do more to avoid another one.
Come on. I started eating kale. Kale. And I take statins.
Right, and we're hitting the gym, but I'm worried it's not enough. I just want him to ask our doctor about Repatha.
Normally, I don't take sides, but you should listen to your heart.
Repatha plus a statin dramatically lowers LDL-C by 63% and drops the risk of having a heart attack by 27%. Do not take Repatha if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Common side effects include runny nose, sore throat, common cold symptoms, flu or flu-like symptoms, back pain, high blood sugar, and redness, pain, or bruising at the injection site.
You were right. Our LDL-C is in a better place.
And so are we.
Listen to your heart. Ask your doctor about Repatha.
Some drives feel bigger than the road itself. They speak to driving change right here at home. During the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at McCurley Subaru, you can get a new car and make a real impact. Choose a national charity or our local hometown charity and give back in a way that matters. Subaru and McCurley Subaru will donate a portion of every vehicle sold. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
Before the guests arrive, it's all about the details. Making everything just right. Creating the perfect vibe. And setting the mood. Every detail matters. Then, take a moment to enjoy it all. Just you and your best friend. Enjoy our free white glove delivery service and interest-free financing with the More Furniture credit card. Visit a More Furniture store near you or shop now at morefurniture.com.
Vance Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric wants you to stay warm now and pay later. Upgrade your HVAC system today and take advantage of $2,000 in federal tax credits. That's right. When you combine your $2,000 federal tax credit, exclusive Daikin savings, and local utility rebates, you could get up to $5,750 in total savings. Don't miss out. These federal tax credits expire soon. This winter, don't leave it to chance. Call Vance. Vance Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric.
An affordable, adjustable bed from Mattress Depot USA will help you sleep better.
And help alleviate aches and pains, sleep apnea, and snoring.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Ready to check this out?
Let's check it out.
Santa Claus has been busy, but not too busy to take some time and ride some waves in an outrigger canoe at Waikiki Beach in Honolulu.
That's right. You can see Santa here with some of his helpers. This is actually a Christmas Eve tradition for families and visitors who lined the beach to take pictures and greet children.
And since it is Hawaii, Santa was, of course, in shorts and beach shoes.
At least it wasn't a Speedo.
Yes, we can be happy there. Even Santa has to be safe and follow the rules of the road, though. The sheriff's office in Fulton County, Ohio, shared this video of an officer pulling over a vehicle last weekend only to discover Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
That's right. They were caught flying a little too fast, but the officer decided to let them go with just a friendly reminder to slow it down.
There goes his beard in the wind. Still to come in our 6:30 half hour. Another family is mourning tonight as the UPS plane crash in Louisville claims another victim. We'll have that story and many others right after this.
A special place on the scenic Clark Fork River. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
There's a million reasons to celebrate New Year's Eve, and winning $1 million is one of them. On New Year's Eve, Wild Horse Resort and Casino is giving everyone a free entry to be one of 12 finalists in the $1 million Monte Carlo Grand Prize. Come claim your entry, then play in the Casino Royale with fun money and win real prizes, including a trip into the Cash Cube. Continue the night with live music, dancing, and more on New Year's Eve. Play, party, and win at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Before the guests arrive, it's all about the details. Making everything just right. Creating the perfect vibe. And setting the mood. Every detail matters. Then, Take a moment to enjoy it all, just you and your best friend. Enjoy our free white glove delivery service and interest-free financing with the More Furniture credit card. Visit a More Furniture store near you or shop now at morefurniture.com.
Engines roar, tires gripping.
All terrain helps with slipping.
From mountains to snow to...
Where else can we go? Driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again, Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a rugged new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
Celebrate Happy Honda Days at McCurley Honda. Right now, enjoy financing as low as 3.99% on a wide selection of new Honda models, from sporty Civics to spacious CR-Vs. Explore our lineup and find the Honda that fits your life perfectly. With our friendly team ready to guide you, great deals, and no-pressure service, there's never been a better time to drive home the Honda you've been dreaming of. McCurley Honda, your way home.
Apple Valley News Now is Pasco,
Yakima,
Umatilla,
West Richland,
Prosser. Apple Valley News Now is Union Gap,
Kennewick,
Natchez,
Sela.
Apple Valley News Now is Toppenish,
Tri-Cities,
Zilla,
Walla Walla,
Ellensburg.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. Leading the way with local news you trust. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30, a local business losing everything in the Washington floods, but refusing to give up on the community. How the owner turned his pain into purpose. Plus, could there be an agreement underway to end the war in Ukraine with Russia? When Ukrainian President Zelensky could be returning to the White House to discuss a peace plan. Those stories and more right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m., day after Christmas.
That's right. It's been relatively quiet. We had a little rain, but as I promised yesterday afternoon, if the kids got scooters or toys, it was a decent afternoon. Today, I saw lots of sunshine out, but we've got rain kind of popping in and out once again.
My kids got hoverboard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does it fly?
Santa came through this year. No, but it flies on the ground. And they
you know
love
what
it.
I'm thinking of? Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, that would be even cooler. Just saying.
All right, I'll stick to my giant Scrabble board.
There you go. That's right.
And let's take a look at the radar outside now. We do have winter weather advisories, and they are definitely true. Look at that. We have active weather across the Cascades and to the north of our region, up towards the Spokane area. Seeing a little bit of snow, some rain out in the Blues, but we'll see some snow popping up there as well. 6 to 12 inches possible across the Blue Mountains tonight. I-84 corridor could see gusts of winds up to 45 miles an hour. Travel could be very rough up that way. Up to 3 inches for Spokane. 6 to 12 inches across the Cascade Mountains at Snoqualmie and White tonight through tomorrow afternoon. We also have winter weather advisories in Oregon. This is what Snoqualmie Pass was looking like earlier today. Traffic was moving nicely. Roads were good. Things have changed tonight. They are requiring traction tires and chains on oversized vehicles. Same thing at White Pass. Cabbage Hill doing okay. Stevens Pass still closed. So outside right now, dust devil sky cam. We got some raindrops. There you go. Just starting to rain there. 48 degrees. Winds are light at 16 miles an hour. Temperatures are going to start cooling down below freezing overnight. And again, our temperatures will drop down and we see some scattered showers throughout the region. So your gusty winds will start calming down. Heavy mountain snow overnight through tomorrow. Travel for folks wanting to get back home tomorrow afternoon, evening, and Sunday look really good for you. And then get ready for colder temps in our area next week. I'll give you more details coming up. Austin.
All right, Stacey, thank you. Our big story here in our 6:30 half hour is all new. Law enforcement responded to a shooting at the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office in Wallace, Idaho earlier this afternoon. Wallace is just east of Coeur d'Alene. Authorities say multiple agencies responded to reports of gunfire, prompting lockdowns in the downtown area and even a temporary closure right near Interstate 90. Officials confirmed the suspect was neutralized at the scene. 2 people who were shot drove themselves to a hospital. Their conditions have not yet been released. The incident remains under investigation. Other news, and across Washington state, a cafe owner whose business was heavily damaged by recent flooding is focusing on giving back to the community. Brady Wakayama has more.
We're here for anyone in need, and this is our part to give back as well. There we go.
That's the mindset for Karar Hashem. Even as his business Loon to Go along Auburn Way fights to stay afloat.
All the equipment we have, all the fridges, freezers, even our espresso machines, they're all gone. They all don't work. Everything has been underwater.
His cafe, like many businesses and homes throughout Western Washington, took a major hit from this month's flooding. He estimates losses could top $100,000.
Everything was underwater.
After posting the damage online, support poured in, enough to change his outlook.
Put emotion aside, let's put our sadness, our crying aside, and let's go out to the community and do something where we could help.
Last Friday, he and his team spent $500 on underwear, socks, and gloves, items local shelters said they needed the most.
We're going to Coppergate Apartments.
They donated all of it to Coppergate Apartments just down the road from the drive-thru.
Actions speak louder than words. At the end of the day, it's all about what you do, not what you say.
Kyle Wilson lives at the complex. It was one of the communities forced to evacuate.
A pair of gloves, a pair of socks. People might not be able to afford it, so it's you know, corporations, businesses, small businesses that, you know, they go out of their way and help people, and that means a lot to me.
And it means a lot to Hashem too, determined to get Loon back open for the community he loves.
Stay strong, we're gonna get through this together.
That was Brady Wakayama reporting it could take months for the business to reopen, but the owner says 4 other locations in Western Washington are still operating. In national news, the death toll from last month's UPS plane crash in Louisville, Kentucky has risen to 15. On Christmas Day, Louisville's mayor announced the death of Elaine Rodriguez-Colina on social media. The mayor says Colina suffered severe injuries at the time of the crash and died on Thursday. The plane crashed shortly after taking off from the airport back on November 4th. The 3 pilots aboard the jet and 11 people on the ground were killed that day. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he will meet with President Trump for new peace talks. Zelensky told reporters today he plans to meet with the president in Florida on Sunday. He said the 20-point peace plan hammered out by Ukrainian and U.S. officials is 90% ready, and that he planned to discuss with Trump how Ukraine's allies could guarantee its security in the future. Zelensky cautioned that he could not say whether the meeting would lead to a firm agreement to end the war with Russia, but said the 2 sides would aim to finalize as much as they can. The White House has not yet confirmed the meeting. Now to Consumer Reports. If your kids love those soft, squishy fidget toys, you may want to take a closer look. A new investigation by Consumer Reports found that some of these toys can break open, and what's inside may irritate kids' skin or even cause chemical burns. Take a look.
Loved by kids, these bright, colorful, squishy balls are often marketed as calming sensory tools, but many parents are seeing a trend. Hundreds of one-star reviews on Amazon reporting the toys popped within an hour or broke within 2 hours of playing with it. Parents have reported the sticky gel from some toys have left kids with red, irritated, or even peeling skin. Reports filed with the federal saferproducts.gov site claim that children suffered severe skin irritation after their squishy toys burst open.
Breakage alone is a concern, but when we saw reports of kids with red or peeling skin and even chemical burn-like injuries, that really raised serious questions, and it made us want to take a look at what's inside of these.
Companies don't have to list the ingredients of what's inside these squishy toys. Some do and some don't. That's why CR scientists decided to test some of these popular squishy toys to learn more about what's inside.
Scientists bought 8 squishy gel toys, broke them open, and tested the pH of the gel inside. 7 had a neutral pH. One of them, the Nido Groovy Glob, had a pH level of 2, which is as acidic as lemon juice or vinegar.
CR safety experts say that level of acidity could pose a risk of chemical burns, especially on children's delicate skin. Schilling, the maker of Nido, challenged Consumer Reports' pH test results and says that the inner gel is made of polyvinyl alcohol, which is safe for skin contact. The company added that they've been in contact with the CPSC and that after the sale of 100 million Nido toys, there have only been 4 reports of incidents to the CPSC. TikTok trends have also been encouraging people to microwave squishy toys to make them softer. No one should ever do this. CR found some toys exploded after just 15 seconds, reaching temperatures above 200 degrees. At that temperature, experts warn instant burns are likely.
These gel toys can be a lot of fun, but it's important for kids to use them safely. Never microwave or freeze them. Don't leave them in the car. Don't give gel-filled toys to babies or toddlers.
And if one does break on your child's skin, wash it off right away and throw out the toy. This is Luz Plasencia.
You can read Consumer Reports' full investigation on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Still ahead, as we head into winter, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth is joining us to break down your climate report. Then Stacy has a look at our weekend first alert weather. Stay right here.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
There's a million reasons to celebrate New Year's Eve, and winning $1 million is one of them. On New Year's Eve, Wild Horse Resort and Casino is giving everyone a free entry to be one of 12 finalists in the $1 million Monte Carlo Grand Prize. Come claim your entry, then play in the Casino Royale with fun money and win real prizes, including a trip into the Cash Cube. Continue the night with live music, dancing, and more on New Year's Eve. Play, party, and win at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford Crew Final Days. Initiate Final Days protocol.
And just announced Final Days bonus cash. That's 1,000 bonus cash back, and that's on top of other offers.
Hurry! Built Ford tough trucks are moving fast. Ford SUV is almost gone.
Built Wild Bronco family, adventure is selling quick.
Lease an F-150 Super Crew for $299 a month for $36, or a Ranger Super Crew for $249 a month for $36. Only at your local Ford dealer.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Before the guests arrive, it's all about the details. Making everything just right. Creating the perfect vibe. And setting the mood. Every detail matters. Then, take a moment to enjoy it all, just you and your best friend. Enjoy our free white glove delivery service and interest-free financing with the More Furniture credit card. Visit a More Furniture store near you or shop now at morefurniture.com.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
An affordable, adjustable bed from Mattress Depot USA will help you sleep better.
And help alleviate aches and pains, sleep apnea, and snoring.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
With all of the rain and snow we have had in the month of December, let's check in now with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth, who has a look at this week's climate report.
Well, let's start off by talking about some rainfall numbers. So we've been tracking these since October 1st. Here's what's fallen since then. Here's what we would typically expect during that time frame. Here's a little bit of math, the percent difference. We have rainfall surpluses across the map. Very good surpluses for Pendleton, Hermiston, the Tri-Cities, Yakima, and for Ellensburg. Not so much for Walla Walla, barely breaking even there. But hey, a surplus is a surplus. We'll take it. And we have a big time surplus of water right now in the Yakima Basin. So if you tabulated all the water in the basin, if you compared it to what we typically have for mid to late December, we have nearly 40% more water than you would typically expect. And that's important because the Department of Ecology's drought emergency definition for a basin is when it has 25% less water than normal. So we're surpassing that by about 60 percentage points. So very good cushion in that regard. But I'll rain on the parade just a little bit, as we do have some bad news in regards to our snowpack up in the Cascades. We want to see this graphic green, right? We want to see snowpack surpluses, and right now we have snowpack deficits in the Cascades, and by a pretty significant clip. Now, good news embedded within bad news. These numbers looked a lot worse just a week ago, and I'm thinking that these numbers are going to trend in the right direction with the snowfall we have in the forecast. But this is definitely something we're going to continue to track all throughout the winter.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we look outside, we have pouring rain as we speak. Speaking of water, it's coming down in the Tri-Cities right now. Little bouts of rain on and off tonight, 48 degrees. Now, the winds are slightly breezy at 16 miles an hour, and they're going to stay that way through the night. They might even pick up a little bit. Our feels like temp is 42. So we've got active weather moving on through. Cascade Mountains getting snow, a little bit of rain here. We'll start seeing snow developing across our Blue Mountains. We've also been tracking a little bit of snow up towards the Spokane area tonight. There's your rain showers. There's that snow developing across our Blues, and there's the snow as it keeps coming across the Cascade. Winter weather advisories in place through tomorrow. Now, I know some folks may be heading home after hanging out for the holidays. The good news is after about 9-10 o'clock in the morning, look at that, we kind of clear up. So travel will be pretty good. A couple of pockets of random snow, but overall travel looks really good Saturday afternoon and Sunday, other than late night fog, early morning fog, and possibly some freezing fog in some pockets. So our pickup of snow, 6 to 12 inches. It's been kind of snowing up that way all night long, or all day long, I should say. And then when we take a look over here at the Blues, Tollgate and Ski Bluewood could pick up to 10 much needed inches of snow. As if you're heading over to back to the Seattle area, the temperatures are going to stay cool, but mostly dry for the most part. Nice ridge of high pressure settles into our area. Also dry, partly cloudy in Portland. And again, tonight is the active weather on I-90 into Spokane. Things look much better as we get into the first part of next week, except for this. Look how cold those overnight lows are getting up towards Spokane. So weather relatively calming down overnight. We are keeping an eye on some icy and snow covered roads from Ellensburg to Cle Elum, that I-90 area. Highway 12, patchy ice developing in and around the Yakima area and Sela, especially people that live a little bit in the higher elevations there. By the time we get through our Saturday, though, things will dry out and look much better. Temperatures, it's been a warm December. I'll break it down for you on Monday and show you what we've gathered for the month, but we've been well above average. Our temperatures finally slide down to just about average in Yakima coming up into the weekend and the final week of December. Temperatures cool into the 30s, so a little bit below average for Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Your overnight lows tonight, going to be a cold one, down below freezing all through the area. So any of that water on our roadways could turn slippery, so be safe traveling outside tonight. Temperatures warm up to close to 40. We'll see breezy winds, more than likely staying dry for several days in a row. New Year's Day looks to be overcast with a slight chance of rain so far, several days out. Look at these overnight lows down in the 20s in the Yakima area. A little bit breezy tomorrow, but look for lots of sunshine there. Ellensburg is where we have to keep an eye on that fog and freezing fog. It likes to settle into that valley there. Be prepared for that. Roadways tonight, though, could be slippery in the Ellensburg area overnight. Walla Walla, that's where we're keeping an eye on potentially a little mixed precip there, and that would happen in the overnight early morning hours. By the middle of the day, should be clearing up. You'll probably get some sunshine in the afternoon. Hermiston looking relatively mild with highs there near 41. Temperatures overnight down in those 20-degree marks. So we haven't really seen extended periods of cold this late fall and early part of winter, but it is coming. And January, well, that could be when we see winter officially kick in, huh?
We will see. All right, thank you. Coming up, we're going to tell you why visitors of the Tacoma Zoo have 2 new reasons to smile.
452. Welcome to Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar in Kennewick, where every visit feels like a celebration of flavor, friendship, and Northwest hospitality.
As the executive chef, I actually get to work out front a lot, so I'm delivering food to the guests and I'm able to talk to them. And I personally enjoy working our grill and doing the steaks like our ribeyes and our fillets and really great cuts of meat. It's just nice to be able to create something and then see the customer, you know, try it and really enjoy it.
When I see new faces that I haven't seen before, I like going over and talking to them, just talking to them, making sure they have a good time.
Kitchen staff here has me so spoiled. It's hard for me to go out to eat anywhere else because they are fast and efficient, and I think the presentation is beautiful. I think that we have servers that really care about their job. I can see how much they care about their tables and their customers and making sure that everybody leaves happy.
The time you're here spent with us, we're going to make you laugh, have a great time, and make you part of the family. A popular drink for sure is going to be the lemon drop, which comes in different flavors such as huckleberry, strawberry, raspberry, or a classic. But my job in particular is to make sure guests are happy and smile.
From handcrafted cocktails to chef-inspired dishes, every detail at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar is designed for one thing, making you feel right at home. Join us at Columbia Center Mall in Kennewick, where every day is a celebration of great food, great drinks, and great company.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
At Legends Casino Hotel, we believe the perfect meal begins long before it reaches the table. That's why we partner exclusively with Royal Ranch, a family farm right here in Washington. From Royal Ranch to Legends, every cut of beef we serve begins on land cared for by people who believe in feeding their community responsibly. These cattle are pasture-raised, nourished through a regenerative loop that gives back to the soil and sustains the planet. For us, it's more than food. It's tradition, it's respect for the land, and pride in the people who make it possible. Treat yourself to all-natural pasture-raised, flame-broiled steaks, or melt in your mouth succulent prime rib. Try one of our towering burger creations, the legendary Mount Hood and Mount Adams. Stacked high with all your favorite fixing to satisfy the heartiest appetites and deliver a flavor experience that's bold, memorable, and unmistakably Northwest. From the first sizzle to the last bite, every dish tells a story. Taste the trust. Taste the tradition. Taste Royal Ranch beef, proudly crafted and executed by our culinary trained professionals at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish, Washington. Always local, always better, always legendary.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
Time for what is trending. A zoo here in Washington State in Tacoma is celebrating 2 new otters. A new Asian small-clawed otter was born to first-time parents at Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium last month.
What a cutie pie. The zoo says the pup is most likely male and developing well. The otter has not yet been named.
The zoo also recently welcomed a male of the same species named Yuki.
That's right. The zoo notes Asian small-clawed otters are the smallest of the world's 13 otter species and absolutely adorable.
Aww, super cute.
Baby animals. Gotta
Baby
love
animals.
them.
We love that.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next, we have
our reason to smile. And one final look at your weather forecast. Stay right there.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
At Fred's, not only do we guarantee the best prices, we prove it. Our live price card keeps things transparent, showing you real-time prices. No gimmicks, just the best prices on in-stock, get-it-today inventory. And when it comes to beating the big box stores, our prices aren't just competitive, they're unbeatable. Check out how we stack up. Whether it's this amazing new fridge or this energy-efficient dishwasher, Fred's prices are always the best. At Fred's, we sell appliances, only appliances.
Some drives feel bigger than the road itself. They speak to driving change right here at home. During the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at McCurley Subaru, you can get a new car and make a real impact. Choose a national charity or our local hometown charity and give back in a way that matters. Subaru and McCurley Subaru will donate a portion of every vehicle sold. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
We meet again, Mr. Kringle.
Seriously?
Go on, say it.
I just want to apologize, for kidnapping you last year.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Well, it's overdue. In fact, I'm surprised you brought me anything this year.
Well, that's what I do.
Naughty, naughty. I suppose I deserve that.
You think?
Hey, can I?
No, you can't keep the little guy.
At Mattress Depot USA, we believe everyone is entitled to a good night's sleep regardless of their credit situation. That's why we're approving everyone for up to $1,200 towards the purchase of a new mattress with no credit needed. You spend a third of your life in bed, and a comfortable mattress is essential for providing quality of life. $3,000 credit, 100-day savings cash with no credit needed. Only at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
A special place on the scenic Clark Fork River. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
And we always like to end on a positive note, so come take a look at this. Your reason to smile. A beautiful sunset behind Rattlesnake on Christmas night. So thank you for sending that in. Use that QR code on top of your screen to submit your weather photos. Thanks to Lifetime Dental. It's always puts a smile on our face just to see what you guys get to see outside. Final look, we've got snow where we could see up to 12 inches on our mountain passes through tomorrow afternoon. Wintry mix, possible mainly I think in Ellensburg or Walla Walla. Some gusty winds, those will start to calm down overnight. And tomorrow, other than maybe a few snowflakes there in Walla Walla, not bad, but look at the temperatures to start the day in Yakima, 26. So finally, Austin going to start feeling like winter temperature-wise. So yeah, I hope everyone had a great holiday. As we leave, I wanted to mention next week. So I'm going to be here Monday, but next week, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I broke my wrist. I had surgery. Things haven't worked out, so I have another surgery, but I'll be back.
We are all praying for it.
Yes, it's going to be good in 2026, right?
Looking forward to a new year. All right, thank you, Stacey. Thanks for joining us. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great weekend.